Hey everyone, it's the final round and my name is Jordan. Did a lot better with the Thursday night game, swept the player props, just taking a more simple approach, not going crazy with the total amount of props, and we did well. You'll see images come up on the screen. Those will be from a data app called Outlier. There will be a link in the description that'll take you straight there for a 7-day free trial if you want to check it out. They're one of the best sports betting apps out there, and they continue to grow and continue to listen to customer feedback and get better. They even sent me a little sweater thing. So this episode will be powered by Outlier. So for this video, I'm going to take less attention off the defenses and trying to attack the worst defenses in the NFL and put more attention on consistency and where the lines are at, the consistency against that line, trying to find softer lines instead of just attacking really bad defenses. So you're going to hear players' names that aren't the most popular players in the NFL that a lot of other people might be giving you picks for. But my first pick is going to be Mack Hollins of the Falcons, over 11.5 receiving yards. So he has crushed this line 5 out of 6 games this year. I honestly don't know why this line is so low, but he has absolutely destroyed it in the 5 of 6 games that he's gone over 11.5 receiving yards. He's averaging just 4 targets a game, and he's getting 2 receptions. And he's going up against the Buccaneers, who give up the 26th most passing yards a game. So not only is this line super soft, they're going up against a pass defense that they can take advantage of, and it looks like he's a big play threat, and all it really takes is just one big catch for him to go over this line, which he seems to have been doing. Second pick is going to be Josh Reynolds of the Detroit Lions, over 30.5 receiving yards. He's doubled this line in 4 out of 6 games, and he's gone over this 5 out of 6 games. He's getting 14% of the target share. Most of that target share is going to Sam Laporta and Amon-Ra St. Brown. They're going up against the Ravens, who are a good defense. They'll be without their starting safety. And David Montgomery is out, so their workhorse running back isn't going to be there to take on a bulk of carries. I feel like the Lions are going to have to throw a little bit more to stay in this game with the Ravens. Not like the Ravens are a super high-octane offense, but the game plan should change from running the ball a lot to passing the ball more. And Josh Reynolds has shown just a ton of consistency and hitting this line 30.5 receiving yards. And if you guys could you please like the video? And if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a little bit of extra time, could you leave a comment for the algorithm? Just put an emoji there. Tell me picks that you like. It doesn't matter. And it'll just tell YouTube to get that video out there for more people. Thank you to the people who do that. My third pick will be Jared Goff of the Lions. Like I said, David Montgomery is going to be out. Gibbs is going to be their starting running back. He's more of a finesse type running back, not the type of guy you're going to give 20 plus carries to. I'd like Jared Goff to go over 20.5 completions. Now he's gone over this line 4 out of 6 games. The Ravens defense is tough. This is going to be a really close game. I feel like it's one where they're not going to, run away with it and be able to run the ball and run the clock out. This is a game that should be close all the way until the final second. So Jared Goff is averaging 23.5 completions a game. And the 2 times he missed this mark, he was really close to going over 20.5 completions. So I like him to go over here with David Montgomery out. My fourth pick can be Quentin Johnston of the Chargers. He is the receiver that was supposed to step up with Mike Williams getting hurt, and that has been Joshua Palmer, who has really stepped up, and Keenan Allen's getting a ton of attention. And I like the under 23.5 yards for Quentin Johnston. He's gone under this 5 out of 5 times. That's expected when Mike Williams was playing, but now that he's been out, Johnston just hasn't really been there. He hasn't showed up, and a big problem for him is Austin Eckler returned, and Austin Eckler gets a ton of targets, little dump down passes, and all kinds of stuff like that, to where Johnston's just not being involved in the game plan. And they're going up against the Chiefs. The Chiefs actually have a really tough defense. They give up the 5th least passing yards per game. And they're going up against the Chargers, who have the 5th most passing yards per game. And even with getting those most passing yards per game, Quentin Johnston hasn't gone over this line. So going up against a tough defense against the pass, I like Quentin Johnston to go under 23.5 yards. And I'd like to shout out my partners, Underdog Fantasy, Jock Market, ParlayPlay, and Sleeper Fantasy. Use promo code FinalRound11 on any of these 4 apps, and they'll match your first deposit up to $100. There'll be links in the description of the video that'll take you straight there. They each have their own little unique spin on things other than the pick'em part. But if you just want to get a free $400, you can sign up for each of them with promo code FinalRound11. I'd appreciate that. 5th pick is going to be Curtis Samuel of the Washington Commanders. I like him over 34.5 receiving yards. He's gone over this mark 5 out of 6 games this year. He's shown to be one of the best receivers for the Washington Commanders. The one time he went under was against the Denver defense, which just happened to be one of the worst passing defenses in the NFL, so that one doesn't make any sense. But he's getting 5 targets a game, and he's averaging 4.5 receptions a game. So good spot here for him to just go over 34.5 yards, which he's been doing consistently. And my last pick is going to be Jaylen Warren of the Steelers, the running back, over 20.5 receiving yards. He's gone over this 4 out of 5 games. They're just coming off a bye. I am seeing rumors that Najee Harris might be on the trade block. There's been rumors all year that Jaylen Warren might kind of take over that starting running back spot and get more snaps. He is getting 15.7% of the target share already. They're facing the Rams, who scored the 11th most points in the NFL. You know they throw the ball a ton. The Steelers' offense isn't that great. They kind of rely on their defense. So if the Rams get up early, they're going to have to throw the ball. And Jaylen Warren's just one of those guys that Kenny Pickett likes to dump the ball off to. They do have design plays for him to catch the ball. And this 20.5 receiving yard mark is pretty low compared to some of the receiving games that he's had. So I like him to go over this yet again against the Rams defense. So that's just 6 picks. Didn't go crazy with it with like 12 or something like that. I'm just keeping it simple, not big names or anything. But if you'd like to discuss lines further, I have a Discord. The link is in the description. There will be other people bringing their research and putting their slips together. There's conversation about all other kinds of sports, esports, baseball, NBA is coming up in a few days. So just hop on in. It's not a premium. It's free. And also, I don't charge for these picks. If you do well and you feel like getting back, I have a Cash App and Venmo in the description. You can donate back to the channel. And thank you to the people who do that. So hope you made some money on Thursday Night Football. Hopefully this approach will do a lot better than the approach last week, just going after the worst defenses, because all those worst defenses had to do against, bumped up lines was play just a little bit better than they usually do. And that's what they did. And a lot of guys went under. So good luck to you all. God bless you. It's the final round. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.